Tzu Chi signs Educational Cooperation MOU with NU with plans to build a university in Bogor. Tzu Chi Klang Branch conducts aid distributions for a total of 98 Indian descent care recipient households. Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Lori Chen. Thank you for joining us. The Nadalu Ulama is the largest Muslim organization in Indonesia. In early June of this year, after NU signed an Educational Cooperation MOU with Tzu Chi, they are planning to build an NU university in Bogor. Recently, the official groundbreaking ceremony took place. What a monumental occasion!
The chairperson of the Nadatul Ulama, the deputy CEO of the Tzu Chi Indonesia chapter, along with the Indonesian Minister of Research, Technology and Higher Education, came together to attend the groundbreaking ceremony for the establishment of the NU University.
Today is a historical day for the NU because we are hosting a groundbreaking ceremony for the establishment of a university in Bogor. This would not have been possible without the full support of the Tzu Chi Foundation.
Tzu Chi has put a lot of effort in its education mission. They not only provide physical construction projects, but also moral education curriculum. They hope that when the students pursue their education, they can cultivate good moral characters, also have the compassion to care for other people and the environment.
In the past, there were only small-scale schools and co-op supermarkets. Now the NU is collaborating with the Tzu Chi Indonesia chapter, the Indonesian Ministry of Research, Technology and Higher Education, and other businessmen to build the NU University. It is expected to be completed in 1 year's time. The 4-story building, covering a total surface area of 5,752 square meters, can accommodate thousands of students. Every detail of the building is combined with various cultures, showing the harmony among different religions.
Indonesia was ravaged by a strong earthquake, followed by a massive tsunami more than 2 weeks ago. A total of 80,000 people were forced to evacuate to makeshift shelter areas. The economy took a giant blow, life is in ruins, and many survivors are still in dire need of assistance. That is why Tzu Chi volunteers continue to care for the affected residents by distributing hot meals and conducting free clinics. Boxes of daily supplies are filled with the love and kindness of people worldwide. Tzu Chi volunteers work together, making sure it's delivered. Indonesia was hit hard by the earthquake and tsunami. Many survivors lost their homes and are now struggling to stay afloat. Sibolaya villagers are showing symptoms of fever, diarrhea, and respiratory infections. The team is deep into the disaster areas.
Jantung, sakit jantung, panas dingin.
My heart doesn't feel so great. I have a fever and it's difficult to fall asleep. It's probably PTSD. My house was washed away by the tsunami.
We hope that they can feel more at ease. There's also aid coming from other groups. It's with great hope that they can find a safe and comfortable place to resettle into.
On the other side is Pidopo. Keeping the affected residents from going hungry, both the military and Tzu Chi volunteers are working hard in preparing hot meals. Rushing to deliver the hot meals to the affected areas, it was already nightfall. However, no one was slowing down their footsteps.
It's such a comforting feeling, even though we do not know one another, but the help is so great. The taste of the Jinsi instant rice is very special. It's delicious.
My grandmother said that this is Chinese food. I think it's yummy.
The love and care has warmed all the hearts of the affected residents long into the night. In celebrating World Food Day, many chain supermarkets are participating in a month-long charity event. The goal is to raise 10,000 kilograms of merchandise to help disadvantaged families in Taiwan. The businesses also cooperate with the local food banks to promote opportunities for the public to show their compassion toward those who are struggling. It's really true, a small gesture can go a long way. The truck is full of food and daily supplies. It's filled with people's compassionate giving. Through supermarkets, consumers are encouraged to contribute any goods to help local impoverished families.
Seizing the opportunity to use this public occasion to inspire others to do good deeds. It's a great chance for the customers to dig deep within themselves and share their love with the more vulnerable populations.
The stores also cooperate with a number of local food banks. In addition to the common products like rice and seasonings, baby formula and children and adult diapers are much needed as well. This is because these are high consumption products for underprivileged families.
Due to the poor economy, there are more and more disadvantaged families emerging. Daily supplies and necessities, including children's items, are harder to afford. Some families might not get the adequate amount of nutrition if they only receive a bag of rice. So, through food banks, the children can actually get a higher dosage of nourishment than at the normal supermarkets.
Although there are many consumers actively expressing their kindness through contributed goods, there are still some people who aren't following the proper protocol. In some cases, people are dropping off open items, which is quite a headache for the business and food banks. Spreading love mindfully is the best way to go. In Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, the Tzu Chi Klang Branch kindergarteners learned a precious lesson about love outside the classrooms. They went into the communities to visit care recipients. As they brought love and warmth to those in need, they also felt the joy of serving others. Let's check out these innocent and pure souls.
Making well-wish cards and practicing singing, the Tzu Chi Klang Branch kindergarteners are getting ready to make home visits. Divided into teams, a group of children have come to Tzu Chi care recipient Aunt Chimon's house. While the DaAi mothers teach everyone how to make jingsi candies, the kindergarteners sing to show their support. 25-year-old Aunt Chimon suffers from congenital clubfoot. Upon seeing him, the children all went up to hug him.
I'm very happy to see so many kids.
Brother Chimong is great because he did not give up. He overcame difficulties instead of being overcome by them.
Another group of kindergarteners visited a dialysis patient, 40-year-old Ten Chen Chai. Living by himself, Ten is delighted to see these children.
I'm really happy to see these children and I like to hear them sing. They are all very independent and we should love and cherish them.
I gave Uncle Chen Chai some gift, read him some stories, and danced for him.
The kindergarteners also inspired Ten's compassion for the Indonesian earthquake survivors. For both Ten and the children, the visit has been a lesson on how to spread great love and warmth to those who need it the most.
Taichung City government hosted the first Golden Care Award ceremony to give recognition to both organizations and individuals that are dedicated to long-term care for senior citizens. Taichung Tzu Chi Nursing Home was honored with the Excellent Residential Institute Award for its outstanding living environment and the caring nursing team.
95-year-old Grandma Mei Ying cheerfully invited the nurse who has just got off work to enjoy a cup of plum juice. Grandma Mei Ying operated a convenience store in a university when she was young. Her plum juice was very popular, so she decided to share it with everyone on the event.
There are hawthorn, dark plum, and licorice in it. To make such a huge quantity, I need to wash them first and then boil it for about 1 to 2 hours.
Here at Taichung Tzu Chi Nursing Home, residents and nurses are like a big family. This kind of loving environment has won the Institute the recognition of the first Golden Care Award.
We are thankful to our colleagues who serve selflessly 24 hours a day.
Taichung City's first Golden Care Award was given to both long-term care organizations and individuals. Taichung Tzu Chi Nursing Home has won the Best Residential Institute Award.
It is because of the collaboration with the teamwork of our administrative personnel, doctors, nurses, physical therapists, and nutritionists that we can provide complete care for senior residents.
The award is not only recognition of the pleasant living environment at the nursing home, but also the dedications of the staff for providing a place like home for the seniors.
Myanmar has suffered from severe flooding in July and August of this year, causing tremendous agricultural loss in many villages. Affected farmers cannot pay off the debt, neither can they afford to buy new seeds. Upon request of the Council of Agriculture, Tzu Chi volunteers went into the affected villages to hand out vouchers for the upcoming monk-based seed distributions.
The flood has destroyed farmland, causing many farmers to face financial difficulties. After assessing damages, Tzu Chi volunteers hurried to an affected village to host a meeting announcing the green bean distribution.
Many farmers here are like me, and we suffer tremendously. We borrow money from businessmen so we can buy bean seeds, but we haven't even paid off the debt from our rice loss.
Villagers waited at the temple since early in the morning. They couldn't believe that someone would distribute bean seeds to them without asking for anything in return.
We have experienced flooding many times in the past decades, but we have never had this kind of help. When I first learned about the distribution, I couldn't believe it at all.
Volunteers asked farmers to come into the venue in order. They told the farmers about how Tzu Chi helped out when Cyclone Nargis struck and also advocated the act of saving rice to help the needy.
Because of Dharma Master Zhen Yan's compassion, I believe my life will eventually improve, so I want to give back to help others in need.
Volunteers have distributed 189 green bean seed cards, hoping to help affected farmers get back on their feet as soon as possible.
Before the Diwali festival, Tzu Chi Klang Branch in Malaysia conducted 8 distributions for a total of 98 Indian descent care recipient households. In addition to bringing them daily supplies, the young volunteers performed a small stage drama for them all.
The Diwali festival is coming in less than a month. Tzu Chi Malaysia Klang Branch conducted 8 distributions for a total of 98 Tzu Chi care recipient households in both Klang and Sakingchang. The children from the tutoring class present a play based on Buddhist stories to promote the idea of right speech.
Kind words are like pure lotus flowers. Mean words are like poisonous snakes. We hope that everyone can be aware of the karma our words may cause.
At the lunch feast, the volunteers have invented some hand gestures for guests to ask for more food.
1 finger means vegetable, 2 means water, and 5 means curry. If they want more rice, then they can show a fist. We invented these hand gestures because our voice is not as loud as the music.
The volunteers provided care regardless of religious differences. Care recipients can all feel the heartwarming love.
I've learned 2 things from Tzu Chi. First, volunteers all enjoy helping people selflessly. Second, all of the volunteers serve joyfully and kindly.
Even though most of Tzu Chi volunteers are Chinese, but they help people of all religious beliefs and ethnicities. They've demonstrated the essence of humanitarianism.
The volunteers and 353 care recipients celebrate the Diwali together in advance, sharing the festive joy and love.
A Tzu Chi volunteer from Malacca, Malaysia, has been actively engaged in Tzu Chi activities despite being diagnosed with chronic kidney disease. She has a very positive outlook on life, so she continues to seize every moment to serve all those who are in need. When you are not tired, you can still seize every moment to volunteer, but make sure your hands do not get too tired.
In August of this year, Lim Jo-jin was diagnosed with a chronic kidney disease. Despite that, she continues to volunteer. Since 2005, she started to be actively engaged in Tzu Chi activities.
This time when I help out in the camp activities, I felt a little bit tired.
Although the result of the diagnosis does not look optimistic, I can see from her that she has been mentally prepared. She has accepted her current health condition. I think in that respect, Cho-ching is at least mentally healthy.
Not being overwhelmed by the disease, Lim Jo-jin insists on serving as a kitchen and education volunteer.
In fact, I've been appreciating Tzu Chi all the way, and I love Tzu Chi. As long as I'm able to volunteer one more day, I'll definitely come out to help. The doctor told me that my body's immunity was very weak. I then asked him whether I could continue to volunteer. As long as my health conditions are fine, I'll still listen to the morning sermons.
Fighting against her illness with a positive mindset, Lim Jo-jin is able to stay mentally healthier.
Recycling volunteer林陈月云is already 93 years old, and she has been doing recycling at Tzu Chi for more than 10 years already. When asked why she's so dedicated, she said that Dharma Master Zhen Yan has taught us not to be constrained by age, so she vows to volunteer till the last moments of her life.
活份真可水，活份喏，平少年人搁较少年啦。
My daughter's friend does recycling at Tzu Chi. I thought I'd like to do recycling, but I did not know where to go. Then he told me the recycling station is located on Bixing Street. I found the place myself. It has been more than 10 years since then. When she gets here in the morning, she finds things to do. She will take the initiative to find work to do, and she does it diligently. She's very hardworking.
For more than 10 years, we've gotten along well. I think if Grandma can do this much work, we can too. We cannot say that we are old.
I cannot extend the fingers on this hand. I cannot bend them either. You can try pulling them. I still come to do recycling because I want to do as much as I can. I often fall ill. If I'm hospitalized, I will stop doing recycling.
148啊，加73，啊，你的心跳87。阿嬷今仔日有较紧张一丝啦。
If I feel alright, I will put on the gloves and do as much as I can. We can do the work sitting down, so I'd like to do the work within my ability.
Grandma Yue Yun is our treasurer in Yancheng. She comes to the recycling station every day, rain or shine. She has as much as hand strength as the young people. You cannot tell that she is over 90 years old.
I started with recycling work, and then I joined the study group. Dharma Master Zhen Yan is so great. We must come and follow her footsteps. She gave us the opportunity to cultivate blessings, so we need to do it diligently. I've lived this long. Besides the days when I'm hospitalized, as long as I'm home, I will come here to do recycling. Coming here, I feel purified. I think that I'm truly blessed. I will work until my last breath. I'll surely do it until the very last moment of my life.
In Beijing, China, Tzu Chi volunteers brought 11 families to participate in a hiking trail cleanup event while promoting the benefits of the vegetarian diet.
In crisp autumn weather, Beijing Tzu Chi volunteers arranged a trip for these extended families.
If we keep the environment clean, who will benefit from it? We will, right?
The purpose of the trip is to practice environmental protection as well as go for an outing. The destination was the Shenquan Valley Scenic Area. While enjoying the beautiful scenery, along the way they also pick up garbage that doesn't belong in nature.
没事没事。
过来啦。
刚才捡垃圾的时候，你们俩是在比赛吗？
啊，
最后谁赢了？
我赢了，155还103。
We pick up any kinds of trash, whether it be cigarette butts or paper. Since we came to this mountainous area, our main goal is to clean it up.
At lunchtime, the volunteers have a feast together, presenting fruits and vegetables that they brought.
在座的小朋友有没有喜欢吃汉堡包的？
A professor at Beijing University, who is a Tzu Chi volunteer in training, pledged to lecture on vegetarianism through 1,000 classes.
今天是我发愿要做素食讲师。
Since the day I vowed to be a vegetarian lecturer, today is my first time to give a lecture on meatless diets. I feel very happy, and I will continue to promote the idea to everyone.
On this half-day trip, volunteers have not only cleaned the environment, but also purified their mind and soul.
非常的有意义。
There's a small muscle called the multifidus muscle that's literally the most important stabilizer for our spine. When we are lifting heavy objects, squatting for a long period of time, or has bad posture, this can all lead to the deterioration of this long stretch muscle. That's why it is crucial to keep up with some daily stretches and develop good postural habits. This way one can keep both neck and back pain at bay.
大拇指往正前方。 做旋转的动作
Rotating the hands 180 degrees, resulting in the back of the hands touching. This challenges an individual to touch their thumbs together. This simple stretch has its reasoning behind it.
脊椎跟脊椎的中间的缝里面的小肌肉。
This small muscle is called the multifidus muscle. It acts to stabilize the back muscles, making the spine straight, and protects the joints and vertebrae from colliding with one another. However, when this small muscle is damaged or has slipped out of place, it can cause a great amount of neck and back pain.
Lying in bed, playing games on the cell phone, sitting in the office for long periods of time, having bad posture, they are all possible reasons.
I'm used to carrying my bag on the right side, so my right shoulder area is where most of the pain is located. Due to shoulder pain, it also affects the range of motions of my hand.
The multifidus muscle is symmetrical. It is within every vertebrae, so when one section of the vertebrae is a bit off, the other sections will start to compensate for the changes. So that's why in extreme atrophy cases, H-shaped scoliosis will occur.
Several sets of stretches are great for self-evaluation.
Our body weights will keep on pressing on our bones. Everyone should think about how do we keep our vertebrae in its original place. It really depends on the state of the multifidus muscle. It stabilizes your spine, so when it's in good condition, each vertebrae will stay in its place.
It is quite deep in structure. It's not possible for you to touch it with your hands. You must take in a deep breath, which would then help stretch it out by the intercostal muscles.
Finding the source of the soreness is key. Using deep breathing techniques and stretching exercises are some solutions. It's also important to have good posture in daily life to stay away from any unwanted pain. Tzu Chi volunteers held a tea gathering for the community senior citizens and their families. It was a day filled with tons of hands-on activities. They also took time to sincerely pray for all the affected residents of the Indonesia earthquake. Today is the Double Ninth Festival in Taiwan. Be sure to hug your loved ones today. Thank you for joining us. See you next time.